G'day guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be doing my tips for round 5 of the season. I'm only 21st out of 24th, doing amazingly well. So guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome and click subscribe to see the man in action, having probably his worst year in tipping of all time, but it's all a bit of fun, no doubt. But we'll have a bit of a look at round 4 first and see how I went, see what I thought and felt. Melbourne winning, Geelong winning. So I started off like a house on fire, 3 in a row. Then obviously Eagles, a pretty big upset. Had a good hunch that Tigers seemed to go well against the Dogs, especially at the MCG. But thankfully Fremantle came through with the goods. Bombers could have, definitely could have dropped that one potentially. I went Hawthorn in probably more of an upset mode than anything. Saints, big win. And I was thinking about the Suns, but obviously, I thought Carlton had been playing well. Cripps has a hammy, all that good stuff. So, yeah, it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. One day I'll have a good round. I don't think I've got over 5 just yet. But anyway, let's get into round 5 tips. We've got Brisbane and Collingwood on the Thursday night. This one will be at the Gabba. And I like Brisbane. I think they're obviously a top 4 side. I'll go Brisbane by 39. Yeah, I think obviously home ground's pretty big for them. They don't lose there too often. The Pies have definitely troubled them in the past, but as they've sort of been rebuilding, as Brisbane has sort of been a top 4 side that haven't had as much luck of late. So I think Brisbane to get the job done. North Melbourne have the Western Bulldogs. This one's at Marvel. We obviously know what happened last year. Josh Bruce had a day out, and he's not going to have a day out this time, but I still think the Dogs will be far too strong. They definitely scared Sydney a little bit, but the accomplished Bulldogs, a must-win game for them. They can't afford to drop this one. Otherwise, that could be just about season done and dusted. It's already looking a bit dicey. I think they're 1-3 at the moment. West Coast have Sydney. This one's at Optus. I think Nick Nat's going to be out for a while. Even still, Nick Nat or no Nick Nat, I think the Sydney Swans find a way. They're a very good away side. I think barely lose to the Eagles these days. I can't really tell you the last time the Eagles defeated them, and that was in 2020. So, yeah, there you go, round 5. Okay. I think that's probably when Sydney finished bottom 4 as well, possibly 16th. Next up, we have St Kilda and the Gold Coast Suns. This game will be very interesting. This one's at Marvel, and I think being that it's at Marvel, being that I've really liked the way the Saints have gone about it since round 1, consistent and seem to find an ability to get the score on the board. Max King kicking goals. Gold Coast will definitely give it a good shake, though, under the roof, no doubt. Adelaide hosting Richmond at Adelaide Oval. I haven't tipped Richmond correct this year, so this one could go anywhere. I feel like Adelaide are a real chance here, but I just think Richmond probably the better side, even though they're not the old conquering Richmond of old. But yeah, I haven't tipped them correctly, and who knows where this could go. It's not easy to get win interstate, but I think Richmond probably a peg and a half above Adelaide, so I think they get the job done. Melbourne have the GWS Giants, and I mean, if you looked at this game last year, you would have thought Melbourne pretty easily, but the Giants found a way to win. I don't think it's going to happen again, and if they do, well, they're a definite bogey side, but as you can see, the Giants found a way last time. D's didn't kick straight, probably had chances to win it late, but yeah, I think Melbourne... When was that game? Round 16. So Melbourne probably definitely a better side than they were in round 16 last year. GWS probably declining a little bit. But yeah, I think Melbourne just win the game. Carlton and Port Adelaide. Well, my logic here might be completely different here. So I think Carlton lost Paddy Cripps. I think that's a massive loss. Hamstring is going to really hurt. I feel like Port Adelaide are going to win. I know Carlton have definitely improved. I feel like it's been off the back of Paddy Cripps' brilliance, and that's not to say they can't replace him, but he's a top 5 player in the comp, I would have thought, at his best. And Port Adelaide just can't afford to lose another one, so I think they'll find a way. Going to be a close encounter for sure, but yeah, Port Adelaide have to get on the board, and I think they will. with their first win of the season. If they don't, they might be facing bottom 4 as well. So we'll see what happens. Essendon, Fremantle and Marvel. Sunday afternoon, tricky game to pick, but I'm going to go Fremantle. I like their form so far. They're 3-1, but genuinely, Bombers could certainly snatch this one. I wouldn't know who the favourite is, but I would say of late, okay, Freo lost to the Bombers at home last year. All right, so they've won the last 5. Interesting. Well, Fremantle are going to have to do something pretty remarkable here. And they probably don't play each other a lot either. So, yeah, generally about once a year, twice a year in 2018. I think Fremantle have popped up a bit. Bombers have had a few injuries. Just got over the line against the Crows. And I think, yeah, Freo will probably get the job done. Big game for both sides. Both sides will fancy themselves. Hawthorn have Geelong. This one's at the MCG. After an amazing start by the Hawks, they've had a couple of quieter weeks, losing to the Blues, and also, who did they lose to last week? The Saints absolutely trounced them. These games are always somehow close. The history will say that they are somehow close. We obviously had a big win. There's been a couple of big wins in there from a while ago. So obviously, the start of 2020, where they revamped it again, and I think 2017 we won by 86 points or something like that. But yeah, they pinched a win in 2019, but we've won the last couple. I think we'll win again. I'd like to think at our best we're a top 4 side, and I'd like to think Hawthorn are a bottom 4 side. So that should mean that we win reasonably okay, but never ends up that way. So we'll see what happens, but. Yeah, give the main course a whirl there. And I reckon pretty happy with that, to be honest. So I've gone with Brisbane, I've gone with the Western Bulldogs, Sydney, St Kilda, Richmond, Melbourne, Port Adelaide, Fremantle, Geelong. A couple of potential upsets in there. I don't really know, but we'll find out. Whether I've tipped the favourites or the upsets doesn't really matter because I've got the favourites wrong and the upsets wrong. So that leads yourself to disaster. But let's hope for a better week. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment your tips down below. Join the tipping comp here and submit your AFL tips. And yeah, you can see how you fare up against me. I think I'm not really much of competition at the moment, but all in good time. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.